Plain and simple, this car's kick-ass. 04 Mach 1, 18,000 miles, tasteful mods. Let's see what it does. This car sounds nasty. We have a 2004 Ford Mustang Mach 1 with 18,417.5 miles. So great miles on this Mach 1. It is a clean Carfax, clean auto check, no accidents or damage ever reported, and just a really kick-ass car. I love these stock. I also really enjoy these cars with some minor modifications like this car. But for starters, the motor that's in it is the original 4.6. They make from the factory 305 horse and 320 foot-pounds of torque. This one has a few little things done to it, so probably makes just a little bit more than that. But mechanically, it's excellent. You do have your cold AC, your hot heat, your power disc brakes, obviously your power steering, and then just a few tasteful mods, specifically the full aftermarket SLP exhaust with cats. They're really more of like a resonator than a muffler, and then your tailpipes. This thing sounds badass. Letting it warm up just a little bit more before I get crazy into the throttle, but it is an excellent sounding Mach 1 going down the road. And not my normal preference for an aftermarket exhaust that I would regularly buy, but this car sounds just killer. If you like a loud exhaust system, this is definitely the right one for you. As far as your interior, it's code AW, which is the Mach 1 interior. Really the only wear items, like almost all of these cars, has a little bit of bolster wear on the edge of the driver's seat from getting in and out. Other than that, it's in great condition. The dash looks great. Headliner, visors, all of that really checks out nice. Your passenger seat looks good. Back seat looks good. No problems there. Gauges are all clear and easy to read. And again, just a little bit more of a pull there. Sounds fantastic. But to finish my thoughts here on the interior, you do have your factory Ford AM/FM CD 6-disc CD changer. You have your fog light button, you have your rear defrost, and then you have your traction control button, which we are definitely going to have to turn off during this video. E-brake, power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all that's in great condition. Steering wheel controls for your cruise. Steering wheel itself looks great. Carpets, floor mats. Again, console, center console here, glove box, all of this is in great condition. Do have the window sticker and a few miscellaneous receipts that'll go with this Mach 1. You'll see photos of that in the additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. The clean Carfax, the auto check, the motor numbers, the VIN numbers, the data tag, that window sticker, all that good stuff will be in the additional media section on the website pcclassiccars.com, so make sure you guys check that out. This car's fun as hell. Kick the traction control off, get a little sideways. Absolute blast to rip this thing through the gears like that. Pulls hard, transmission shifts great. This one does have a nice aftermarket short throw shifter in there, so it's easy to find the gears. You can bang through the gears really well. And then we're just back to regular cruising, just like this. On the underneath, everything you could ask for an 18,000 mile car. Floors look good, frame looks good. You have your factory subframe connectors underneath there, no problems of any kind. And then on your exterior, it's code D3, which is your torch red exterior. Paint quality is great. Like all of these, you do have some little stone chips on the front bumper. Same thing with the front of the hood. Couple little scuffs on the passenger door and quarter, other little ones walking around the car, but it's all minor stuff. You have your factory 17-inch Mach 1 wheels. You have like new tires all the way around the car. And then obviously being a Mach 1, of course, you got the spoiler, you got the shaker hood, the blackout treatment on the hood, your decals down the side. Just really good looking cars. These Mach 1s are great in every color. The torch red is a really popular color. It's a lot of fun to just put your foot in the throttle on this thing. And again, that exhaust sounds awesome. Do a little downshift here to third. Turn signal switch is nice and tight. As far as your suspension goes, you do actually have H&R lowering springs, so the car sits a little bit lower. For me, it's fantastic. I would personally go with the wider rear wheels on this car, especially being the fact that it's been lowered. You don't have to, that's just my personal taste. You can get a little wider rear wheel and then a bigger tire in the back. These cars look great like that, but even just lowered on the stock wheel and tire setup, it still looks fantastic. Glass is all great. Don't see any major issues with the windshield other than just a couple little nicks. And then power windows, power locks, all that's in great shape. You do have your rear defrost button. You kick that on, kick that off, and you're ready to roll there. Power adjustable driver seat with the lumbar support. Yeah, it sounds really, really good. When you pop the deck lid in the back, everything back there is very factory, very OE. Nothing is out of place. And again, the suspension and steering on these cars, you can have a really good time ripping this thing around town. That downshift sounds badass. For a later model Mustang, these Mach 1s are some of the favorite vehicles that we get. You get so much car for the amount of money. Yes, I love my Terminators, I love the supercharged cars, but these Mach 1s are just great value for what you're getting. They're fun to look at, they're a blast to drive, and again, with some simple things done just like this car, you can just have a really, really good time. When you pop the hood, everything is very clean in the engine compartment. Nothing's out of place. You do have that aftermarket cold air intake over on the passenger side. Everything else really checks out great. Again, you have your numbers matching 4.6 or your original motor, which really performs fantastic. Charging system's great. Fluids check out great. No issues with any of that. Belts, hoses, serviceable items, all ready to go on this Mach 1. Love this shifter. First thing I would do in one of these is put a short throw in it just like this one. Clicks in and out of all the gears, easy. Again, I'm converted as far as the exhaust goes. This is one of the better sounding one of these that we've had. The full aftermarket cats. It's an SLP kit basically. Decent amount of money spent on that, but well worth it if you ask me. Yeah, it's hard to not have a big ass smile on your face banging through some gears in a Mach 1 like this. Really, really good time. Stick around for the end of the video. We'll have a vehicle briefing back in the showroom. Check out the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. Check out that additional media tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com, and we'll catch you guys in the showroom in just a second. All right, y'all, we're back to the showroom. Obviously, I had an amazing time while I was driving that Mach 1. For you, Jake, one of my favorite Mach 1s that we've had, and we've had a ton of these cars. I normally don't like extremely loud exhaust. I kind of like a middle of the range. The SLP stuff, if you like loud exhaust, this car's for you. It's louder than shit, but it sounds really good. It's not loud where it doesn't sound good. It's loud, but still has a great, tough sound to it. So it's full SLP exhaust, basically, from the aftermarket cats all the way back. Brand new exhaust, well, not from us, but by the previous owner. New exhaust, it was a full kit. Other things that were done, has a different cold air intake, and then it's got H&R lowering springs, so it sits just a little bit lower. And then it's got a short throw shifter already in there, so it makes for driving a little bit more enjoyable. These Mach 1s are pretty self-explanatory. They're the baby brother to the Terminators, just a little bit different, same body style, obviously. I always love the Mach 1s because you get the shaker hood, the blackout treatment, just tough looking cars, really good value for the money on these. We have to sell 5 of these
a month.
Yeah, it seems like 3, 4, 5 of them a month, pretty regularly. This one's 18,000 miles. Really, your only disclaimers, a couple little stone chips on the front of the hood, front bumper, and then the notorious little edge of the driver's seat. You got a little bit of bolster wear from just getting in and out. but overall, cosmetically, the interior, exterior, underneath, inside the trunk, it's all great. Everything works. Just a couple little blemishes on the paint and then a couple on the interior, but it's a pretty fun car. It'll turn the traction control off, get loose a little bit, have some fun banging through the gears. Torch red, good looking color. What do you think?
I mean, only thing that could beat it is if it was comp orange, but...
Is that your favorite color on these?
Yeah, comp orange is definitely, I think it's a majority of people's favorite color.
It really probably is comp orange. I'd probably say it's my favorite color on these two is the competition orange. The blue, the Azure blue, is a very close second. But don't get me wrong, I like these cars in every color. The torch red is extremely popular.
They're easy cars.
They're great cars. They're self-explanatory. You have a lot of fun, a lot of bang for the buck. And this one, again, I didn't point it all out to you, Jake, but you got a couple little scuffs on the fender, a couple little scuffs on the door over here, just little stuff, but overall it really is a great car. Any other questions? Easy one. For y'all, we appreciate you stopping in to watch a test drive video and the vehicle briefing. Let us know if there's anything else that y'all want to see. I'm Michael, that's 04 Mach 1, that's Jake, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.